Merc, I'm down here. Merc. Listen, guys, when the boys go out to Turkey to go get their hair done, I'm going to go and get my needs done because I'm sick of being short. Fucking sick of it. Now subscribe. Yes, people, welcome back to the Graftkings Podcast. We are back here in Moo-Moo's, Kent's hottest nightclub. Hottest nightclub, and we're here to do a internal. Me and the boys have decided that for the next few weeks, we've had a lot of guests back to back for the last couple of months, and we're going to go back to the roots of doing internals. We have the most enjoyment out of doing our internals. We love having guests on, but our internals is our bread and butter, and it's very... What are you two fucking doing?
He's trying to poke me with something, isn't he? Carry on, son.
You motherfuckers, honestly, right?
Anyway, again now.
Right, so anyway, back to what I was saying. We're going to do an internal. This is our first pod with our new equipment. We've actually put some money back into the pod and we've upgraded our camera system. We was shooting on iPhones since the very beginning. Everywhere we've done a pod, every pod we did was shot on an iPhone. We've upgraded to some cameras now because we've got
P's.
We've got P's now. Thank you very much. No, we haven't, but we're trying to get there.
Please subscribe. We ain't got no money. Hit the subscribe button, guys.
And the subject today is...
Girlfriends.
Girlfriends.
Kerry.
All of us are single. We've all had girlfriends. Well, Ozzy maybe like a friendship, part-time.
What do you mean, bro? Like a year relationship.
Is that a year?
Yeah, that's still a fucking year of my life that I've wasted. Do you know what I mean?
Was it a waste?
No, it was alright. Experience.
We'll get into that, actually.
Yeah. We
right.
can.
So, girlfriends. All of us are single. All of us are girlfriends. And we're going to talk about how detrimental it could be to have a shitty girlfriend in your life, and also the importance of having a good girlfriend in your life. I've never actually had a bad girlfriend.
Have you not?
I've only had one girlfriend.
Um,
It wasn't a bad relationship. But can any of you say the same?
Mine weren't great. Mine was good, but I think
I was young and I was a very different person when I was 20.
Which one?
I reckon he was quite angry. You know.
Don't give names. Well, you can give names. We can block the names
I
out.
was very angry.
Yeah, I could tell. EDO.
You're waiting for it, wouldn't you? You know you feel
That's
that.
why it was that. It was brought up to hate on the fucking culture and the ethnic. What's that, Dad? That's a brown person. You don't go near him. They got to get out of here soon, taking our fucking jobs.
He's been tearing this up, isn't he? The dickhead.
We'll cut that all out.
He's had this in his notes all week.
We can't even hear that.
What do you mean we can't have it in there?
Can't have that in there.
He's brown. He's from
Bro.
Turkey.
Crack on. We'll edit it if we have to.
No,
Innit?
we don't have to edit that.
Sorry, man. We just came out verbal diarrhea.
Fuck these guys.
Right.
How was your first relationship, Mason?
No, I was just young.
Who
innit?
was your first one?
Foolish.
G?
Grace, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Why did it end?
Huh?
Why did it end?
Oh, bruv, I was mad, when I was that age. Fucking hell, bruv. I'm talking when I was 19 when I first met her. Up till I was about 22, really on and off. I was just, different. But I was well different back then, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Out all the time with fighting. I was just mad, mate.
You're a kid though, aren't you?
Yeah, a young 20-year-old full of fucking testosterone. Do you know what I mean? Just
at that age,
crazy.
I never ever wanted a girlfriend ever. Going up, I think it was only coming to mid-20s, towards the late 20s is when I started to think about relationships. Because I always thought from a young age that I was quite a realist at that point. I was thinking, if I meet someone now, it's not going to be my forever. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be. A lot of kids get into a relationship at 17, 18, whatever it is, for a few years, and then they outgrow each other, and then that's it. And I always knew that was going to happen in the back of my mind, so I just stayed away. I said, I want to be single, have fun, enjoy myself, and then later down the line, I'll do that.
Do you know the same as me, man? I always was a forward thinker about everything. I always see everything like in 5 to 10 years. I was thinking, is this going to actually go anywhere? Like, and I didn't actually think that in the moment with my girlfriend that I had, but always previous to that relationship, I was thinking, what's the point of you having a girlfriend? I'm not going to marry them. Like with that age.
Especially that age. That's
Yes,
what I mean.
and do you know what? I think your social circle and how your social life set up has a massive impact into that as well. Like if you've got quite an outgoing group or an outgoing friendship group that go out quite often or different holidays and stuff, it can kind of push you on a different path to even wanting a girlfriend. Well, that's what I found anyway.
Yeah.
It's funny how all of us boys always go through a kind of pattern of when we was in a relationship, everyone was in a relationship, and then when we come out of a relationship, everyone was single. Some of the boys are now.
About this,
I was just about to say, that's what Paul said. At that age, again, obviously, we was all single. For all of us were known to be single with each other, and then all of a sudden it happened where it just was a domino effect of everybody started getting into a relationship, and it did fall naturally though. Like everyone just all ended up falling into some form of relationship. It was odd, and then everyone split up. Not obviously right at the same time, but maybe within like a year or so period, bang, it all just went. Everyone was just single again. I think for the last a good 5 years, maybe more. Yeah. Everyone's been single, and now we're getting to that age now where
I still don't want one, bruv.
No, I wasn't going to say that, but like things have begun to change. We had this conversation like last week or so where, as the older that we're getting now, people are starting to go off and sort of do their own things and go off on their own little journeys. And, one of our best mates is getting married next year, and he's one of the youngest out of the group, which is just insane. That but again, they're an amazing couple, and we're very much looking forward to the wedding next year. But yeah, it's crazy to see how, some people getting married, some people still single, some people moving abroad. It's
that is the norm. We are the not normal ones. We are the weird ones
for still being single.
If you look at society,
if
society was to look at you, we're the weird ones.
Me more than anyone, though, I suppose, because I'm like the eldest in the group. So I think my age, especially, people from school, my day ones, they've all got kids, married. And I'm still out here with the Graftkings just doing a madness. I ain't fucking leaving.
No, but it's true. Like, if society looked at all of us, we are the. There's a word I'm looking for. What is it? We are the
degenerates.
We're the degenerates. We're the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, but don't you think that's society based on the older generation?
Yes,
so our parents were the last of their generation. I think I've said this before, where it was normal to come out of school, whatever it is, at a young age, find someone, get married, create a family. Now that's kind of changed, hasn't it? Like a lot of people are just staying single up until 30s, even up until 40s now.
I can see the pros and the cons for it. Do you know what I mean? I can see the pros and that. There's a lot of shit out there. So, it is now harder, especially the older that we're getting, it's harder to find proper good, decent girls. But at the same time, if you're locked down with a really good girl, you're laughing because you've got a good girl by your side, and it speaks volumes. So I can see the swings and roundabouts for both.
Do you know what? Since we started, I've always believed in the law of attraction. I've always believed in it, but I didn't know how much I believed in it. I always liked the idea of it. And then when we started this pod, and the way we'd always speak things into existence, and things started actually fucking happening, and everything started appearing in front of us, I was like, this shit's legit.
Yeah.
Whether you guys back home believe it or not is a different story, but this is my belief. And then, we was all talking about not too long ago. If you want a good woman, there one will appear. This sounds really off topic. Well, it is on topic, but it's very weird because I don't. Oh, actually, should I say this?
Go on, just
okay, right.
Anyway.
So I bumped into a girl recently, and on paper, she's pretty decent. I still don't want a girlfriend. I'm just saying, she ticks all these boxes: low body count, doesn't go clubbing, doesn't want to go Marbella, doesn't want to go Ibiza. Doesn't have any boy mates.
All the places we want to go.
Yeah, all the places us degenerates want to go. She doesn't want. She's like homebody, cooks, goes to work.
Yeah,
got good family values. And I was thinking they are out there. They're there. And I reckon if you put it out to the universe that you do want that, eventually you will get it anyway. So I know there's a lot of shit out there, but I don't. I've started to see little pockets places. These birds do exist, but they're not in the places that we're at to find them.
So I was going to say, do you ever believe in right person, wrong time?
Oh, I did until. So I sounds horrible. It doesn't sound horrible. It's a reality. I thought my ex was right person, wrong time until enough years matured, and then I realised it was the right person at the right time because I needed that person to come into my life at that moment to know what I wanted to do with my life now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But in the moment when I went through the breakup.
Sorry guys, Mason has a hernia, so if you guys can subscribe, we're gonna get some peas and sort that out first and foremost.
When I was going through the breakup, I was saying to myself, right person, wrong time, because of a certain situation that crept up. But now I look back, I don't know if I believe in that right person, wrong time. I don't think I did in the moment. I don't now.
I do think sometimes people meet someone and they don't see the value they have in front of them. Like yours was like a very specific thing because maybe you wasn't ready. There's some people that are just assholes, and it's like you don't realise what you have until you lose it. Like it's that cliche line. So once that person departs, then you're like, fuck.
Is that the time though? Is that the person?
Is that the time or the person?
Do you know what I'm saying?
Because if my first and only proper bird, if she met me, if she sat in front of me now over a coffee table, and saw the person I was now, she wouldn't believe me. Do you know what I mean? Like she wouldn't believe I've turned into who I am now today, like the way I am. She fucking hates my guts, I'm sure. Do you know what I mean? So from when I was that age. So if she met me now, and didn't know me, she like you just wouldn't put them two people together as to what I was like when I was 18, 19, up to where I was about 23, 24.
Yeah.
So yeah, there is that as well. Like that, you know, people go through certain things, they change, they develop, they mature, and then as they get older, hopefully they change for the better. Do you know what I mean? Some people don't grow out of it. Some people stay a dickhead, and that is just the individual that they are. They're just an art. Like we spoke about toxic masculinity and what have you. You can just be a dickhead bloke or a dickhead woman.
Yeah. I feel like for some reason you was completely different before your first relationship to how you are now.
Yeah, I don't know what. I was so like I needed my relationship to happen for me to become like how I was now.
Same.
Why? Talk about it.
Don't know. I was just like I was young. Like I finished living in London. Wasn't really confident. Went straight into a relationship. Didn't really know like anything about life. I come out of a relationship. I don't know what happened. Just changed.
Yeah, like I mean, I didn't know you that fucking well, but we had each other on socials for a while, and even from there, you can tell like a bit of a difference, to be honest. Even though she was a shitter. you woke up and was like, "Fuck, I could do so much better." he knows it as well. When did I say that?
Fucking hell,
mate.
We can't hear that.
Fuck's sake.
He was like, "I'm getting 10-10s now."
No, but you know what it was? But at the time, I wasn't a good-looking guy. And, like, I just wasn't confident. Like, there's nothing about me, brother. And then I come out of that
It
relationship.
wasn't not good looking, bruv. You're better looking now, yes.
No, do you know what it is? I think we're all better looking now.
Yeah, of course, bruv.
If I look at photos of me back, I used to go to this club local to me called Gallery. I look at photos of me in Gallery, I'm like, what a helmet.
I hate that club.
We used to go out when we were younger in like trousers, jeans, shoes, and a shirt. Like we were 18, 19, 20, dressed like a 40-year-old.
But bruv, can I tell you something, though?
I used to wear my dad's shoes out.
I used to have plimp soles, bro. Like big jeans and plimp soles. But how simpler was life back then? I didn't give a fuck what I looked like. I used to go out, have a good time.
I used to still pull.
Nick a bird like that.
I still pull.
Yeah, it's because they weren't looking any fucking greater either. The birds back then.
Cool.
You had that shit. You had that shit airline and all.
Yeah, standard, bruv. You can say that. Of course I fucking did after I went Turkey. Long La Vita. Done bits. So did you fucking prick, you little egghead cunt.
Oh, boys.
Oh, fucking hell.
But the gist of this is what we're trying to get at is the importance of having a partner. I think especially like having a good one or a bad one, especially that gets on with your pals.
Yeah, that adds value.
Like-
I've said it in many pods before. If my bird doesn't get my pals, I'm ditching my bird.
Yeah, it's very important. And do you know what the worst thing I think about it is when people get in a relationship is when they go absolutely ghost on
Weird,
their
bro.
pals.
So weird.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do understand once you get into a relationship, you're gonna have less time for your pals, but it's all about balance. No. You, it's natural, bro. Like, I
He's
get
right.
that.
You have to delegate time to that
you
person.
Have to. That's absolutely.
Hence why I'm staying single, because I don't have the time to delegate.
And that's absolutely okay. However, when someone, man or woman, get into a relationship, and soon as it's like they're just in each other's pockets.
Weird, yeah, it's
I'm
weird.
like, yo, give it a break. And that's why I think it ends up tits up anyway. Because
Of course it does.
you spend so much time together, you get sick of each other. It's like you got the rest of your life to do that together if you are for each other. So why do you want to rush into it? And furthermore, it's like, why would you want to cut out your pals anyway?
Never.
Those are the one people or the few
Always
people
be there.
that is always going to be there if you need them. So I don't know. I've never really understood it. I've not really met anyone that's made me want to like completely ditch my pals. Maybe some people have, but I don't feel like I ever will. I've always want to make time for the important people in my life, regardless of any relationship I'm in. Doesn't matter if I'm married with kids. I would still want to say, boys, all right, look, once a month, once every 2 weeks, we have a date like you would do with date nights, and do exactly the same thing. I think that's very important.
I agree.
Do you know what I've done with anyone that comes into my life, male or female, friends or girlfriends? I always integrate them into my life.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Like even you boys, I bring you out of us. You're now coming along with us boys, our annual lads holiday. Who would have thought that? Fucking when we started the pod in February. Do you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
Trying to stay with the plus ones.
Oh, I knew you'd take something to get that.
You don't smoke tonight,
These Turks, bro, they always take everything. They take everything offensive. Honestly, bro. They never see the positives. They see the negatives out of everything.
Didn't they?
I didn't mean it like
Half
that.
empty. Oh, I'm only joking, bro.
Like,
it's true.
You're now part of our friendship group, innit? Like the other night when you come around and we watched the fight and we had the kebabs and that, all of the boys are there and you're with us. You know what I'm saying? I used to do the same thing with my ex. My ex then become friends with all my friends. My friends, I could trust my friends so much. I'd be at work and my bird go shopping with my pal. That's how good my friends are. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that. I'd integrate people into my friendship group like that.
Do you know what's the only downside thing about that is, I think personally, like if it doesn't work out, then it gets a bit awkward.
No, it doesn't.
Well, I mean, look, maybe in your case it hasn't been, but I think there's a lot of people where they've said to me, I hate the fact that they're in my, like my ex-partner is in my friendship group because I can't get away from it.
I might as well see her the other day. I just remembered.
A few people have said that.
Really?
Yeah, see her in M&S with your brother.
Do you know what? I've not seen her since we broke up.
Yeah, oh my God. See her in M&S. Me and your brother went out on Saturday.
Who's this?
Yo's ex.
Fit.
Zoe. She's a good girl. Yeah, we was walking through M&S and all of a sudden I went, it's like, you all right, Zoe? And I was like, fucking, there's that mate over there. And I was like, Zoe, you all right? And that was it. We only said hello. And that was it.
She lips it.
Tried to. Her boyfriend was there.
Oh, fuck. Did he deck you?
Ducked.
Yeah, it was fair play. Fair play.
That was it after that. Like,
Yeah, I've
swung and missed.
I'm surprised I haven't seen her since what is it, 4?
Yeah, couldn't believe it.
Yeah, that's mad.
I've not seen my ex once since we broke up, but
I've seen my ex a couple times.
I would never.
I said I've seen my ex a couple times.
I would never. Mine's from the Midlands, so I would never bump into that.
Smell up there, don't they?
Oh, they smell, did you
fucking
say?
What?
You say they smell up there?
Oh.
This guy.
When was the last time you saw your ex, Mark?
Which one?
The one that...
On Weight Watchers.
One that broke her up.
Is she fat though? Yeah.
No, bro. I've
She's
never
a
had
potato.
I've never had a fat thing.
That's a lie.
What are you on about?
Should we talk about Newcastle?
I think we've already spoke about that.
Pull out, you prick.
Oh yeah, we have, haven't we? Yeah.
I didn't chop a fat bird, by the way. I tested these lot trying to leave with one, and they...
I tested these.
Tested.
I did, bro. I was looking around like, let's see how loyal these pricks are.
get out
I
of
was just
here,
about to
bro.
leave with her, none of them said nothing.
We actually told him, fuck him, let him have it.
We just wished him well.
Yeah, we shook his hand, didn't
He
we?
needs to make the mistake.
What I do, go outside, come back.
That was so funny.
Cool.
But yeah, we've gone off like,
Yeah,
topic
again.
again. But
Typical internal.
I think it's important for people to know in your youngster years, yeah, most likely, I'm not saying everyone, because obviously, you know, there are exceptions to the rule, but especially in today's day and age, if you're with somebody now from 16 up to probably 22, 23 maybe at a push, you're probably not going to be with them in a few years.
Might as
can I just say
I mean?
something?
well fuck it off now.
Yeah, basically. Go and fucking be single, man. Enjoy yourself.
Boys, let me say this though. You know when you meet a girl and you're having that whole conversation of what have you been up to, relationship, etc. You're all going to agree when you speak to a girl that says, I was in a 7-year relationship from maybe 20 to 27. You love it.
Yeah, perfect. Low mileage.
You love, yeah, low mileage, exactly. It's for a woman, like when we know that they've been in a relationship since young, it's amazing. We're like, fuck me, she's not been with anyone. So it's great. But then from our perspective, it's like, it's completely different. No one thinks of it like that. But you would agree that though, right?
100%.
You look at someone who's been in a relationship and you think like, this is a real positive thing because she's not been, well, you know where the fuck she's been basically.
Yeah.
So you're not stressing about like, what's going on.
And you ain't got to worry about all these different, maybe exes might come out of the water. Do you know what I ask birds as soon as I meet them? I say, are you single? And they hopefully reply yes. And then I go, is there any man out there right now that believes you're with him?
Wow.
And then I wait for the answer because there's loads of girls that might tell you they're single, but there's fucking fellas that think they're with them. Do you know what I'm saying? Or they're still lurking about in the background.
But girls always fucking lie about that, which I've recently discovered with the most recent bird that I've seen. I think
Okay, go on
personally.
then.
Oh, mate. So,
Got to tell us now.
so yeah, listen to this madness, right? So, obviously, you guys know the last girl I was seeing. We'll say her name and just cut it out. The last girl.
Italian thing.
They're Italian rap league. Doesn't matter. Can I tell the story? Can I tell the story? Because it goes in line with everything we're talking about, right?
I'll start that again then, go on.
So, Italian rap league, we'll cut the name out. So, obviously, recently met her. What was I doing? I was singing her praises to you, like saying, seems like a lovely girl, like, and still, I don't think she's a horrible person. However, we got to the conversation after once of meeting each other, saying, look, are you talking to other people or not? Straight up, no, I don't have time for it. This is from her, and she's, I'm not talking to anyone, don't have time for it, wouldn't entertain it, etc. I'm thinking, I'm buying it. I'm thinking, yeah, like she's being honest. Like, why would she not be honest at this point, right? So I've believed all of this. So recently, obviously, what happened? I stopped speaking to her. which I explained to you guys about. Okay, look, it's not even been 48 hours since we stopped speaking, right? And she's posted a picture on Instagram, a new pic. So I was like, let me have a little snoop, as you do. So I had a little look at it, see a comment underneath it. Some guy's written a comment saying, in a foreign language, come to Dubai, kid. Or come to Dubai, chica, or whatever it is. Yeah? And then she's replied to it going, on my way, Habibi. And I'm thinking, yo, like, listen, granted you don't owe me nothing, right? Not a problem. You can do whatever you want. However, you was lying to me. You was lying to me because you wouldn't respond to a geezer in your comments if you weren't speaking to them, would you? So it's not even been it's not even been 48 hours since we've stopped speaking, and there's already a guy that you're talking to. So
better option.
Maybe
no offense, I'm just saying, in her eyes, better option.
Listen, end of the day, it might not be like. There's obviously one or two reasons why we stopped speaking, not a problem. But the point I'm making it is like, even though she doesn't owe me anything, it's the principle side. The fact that is you're telling me you're not talking to someone. However, maybe you were talking to someone. But to me, you know what that proves? Like, just women, right? And I honestly believe this: women don't cheat, but they'll always know who's next. They'll always know who's next.
Facts.
Like they'll have every single girl can be with someone in a relationship at the moment, be speaking to someone, and they'll have someone in their social media that'll be like, you know what, I know if this doesn't work out, there's Tom, Dick, and Harry that could either take me out that I can give my attention to. They always know who's ex, and that's why I always get very funny with who girls follow, because they can give their attention to any one of those blokes, and most of them will take it. Switch the roles; it's not the same for us. Not every single girl is going to take your attention if you give it, but they know exactly who's in their Instagram or their socials that will give them the time of the day.
Very true.
We do it ourselves. How many times, when they remove their highlights of their boyfriends, we pull our socks up and we're like, all right.
On the field.
Leading on to that, you're right, 100%. You know why, though? Men are salesmen. Women are marketers. So that women market themselves, so the salesmen approach them. That's why I'm very against like your girlfriend going to places like Marbella and places like Ibiza. And the reason why I'll go into that, if you're a girl with a boyfriend, you're going to these places to market yourself the way you look. Yes, you're going to have fun with the girls, but you're dressing a certain way, but you know it's going to like attract people like us degenerates.
Yeah,
that's going to happen, right?
Can't wear a tracksuit though in Marbella, can you?
No, but you can't wear a tracksuit, but they're all the places on the planet, you go, there's 197 countries. Why are you choosing to go to Marbella Beach Club half naked with a bunch of girls that are single but want to be around loads of men like us? Why? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué? ¿Por qué?
The thing is, if someone's going to go do it in Marbs, they'll do it here as well, whether they need to. That's what I know as well. If someone's going to cheat, they'll do it in Marbs or they'll do it here. But do you know what I'm trying to say?
I hear what you're saying.
Like, it does. I get what you're saying.
Would you let your bird go to Marbella?
Yeah, but I'm gumming.
Would you let your bird go to Marbella on a girl's holiday?
I would like to think that I could trust her enough to. Listen, if she was
not about trust. It isn't about trust.
One sec. If she, I would expect my woman to be able to be in certain environments like that and police her shit to the point.
Of course,
that she's not going to entertain.
Of course,
I'm sorry, but we do live in a day and era where girls do want to have their own social life too.
Of course,
which is very normal.
I agree,
and I want my missus to have that. But then if she was constantly wanting to go into the places like Marbs all the time, then yeah, that's a bit of a red flag.
Depends how frequent.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's a very thin line between what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think if it's very regular.
Oh, that's why you're doing it. Okay, I hear you.
Why?
That's why. Oh. I've done it a couple of times. Yours is bad though, bro. Yours is.
Sounds like a fucking diesel car engine, mate.
Okay, back Oz. Right, okay, I hear your point, and it isn't about. I don't think it's about trust.
Is what I'm saying.
Thin line. I just don't understand why you'd. Unless there's say there's like a hen do. I'd say it's a plausible reason to go. But if it's just a girl's holiday to Marbella, the girl I'm talking to right now, say it very loosely, she went on holiday with her girls. She went to like a little island in Greece, very like family orientated island. You're gonna fuck me up when I'm telling my story. You're gonna keep looking at me.
You've done that to me as well.
He keeps doing it, doesn't he? He doesn't care about the pod, does he?
Yeah, it does.
I nearly laughed so bad when you was telling yours. I had to hold myself down here.
Why? Did you know?
No, I just don't know. I found something really funny, and I don't know what it was, bro.
Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, what I was saying is, she went to go on a girls' holiday, so she just went to a nice little island. It was good food, not really party lifestyle, just chilled out on the beach, had some sangrias every night, in bed by 11, up in that's just girls' holiday. Why do you need to go to these places where you know what the environment's going to be like? Do you know what I'm saying? Why? If you've got a man, why?
Yeah.
Why?
Yes, people, what's happening? Got some very exciting news for you. The Graftkings Podcast has just partnered up with IPAM, our very first sponsor. So you're probably wondering who IPAM are, so let me tell you. IPAM specialise in everything property related. Commercial properties, residential properties, lease renewals, property management, and so much more. So people, if you're a seasoned investor, property owner, or just stepping into the property game, IPAM are the people you should be speaking to. So IPAM, thanks for sponsoring the Graftkings, and let's get back to the podcast.
That's the argument now.
That's not
Oh, no,
justification.
hear me out. It is a justification. Let me describe why it is a justification.
These aren't
Because
just
a man is what?
Sorry, they just.
I don't think you'll hear them.
Okay, cool. Go on, mate.
A man is in control of what, like I said, it goes back to what I said a minute ago. A man's a salesman. I'm not going to get approached by loads of women on a night out.
Do you see what happened to us in IB?
I think you are in a caliber of men where you are going to get looked at.
Okay, looked at. But how many times?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
be honest.
yeah.
How many times have you been out and you've had swarms of girls come up to you one after another, going,
It's
"Hey,
different, yeah.
do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, right now, put your shoe on the other foot. You're a female in this environment. You're hot. Because obviously, we're only going to be of hot girls. Standard. You're going to be in an environment like this. Your girl is going to be in an environment where she's looking hot in a lovely bikini, lush French tip toenails, fingernails, manicured, hair done. How many people like us are going to approach her? Be honest.
Yeah, lots. Yeah.
Right now, put the shoe on the other foot. We're men. We're going to these places. I beef on Marbella. How many women do you reckon are going to come up to us and approach us, ask for our number, and chat us up? Be honest, like, on a real.
Not too many.
Compared to women, what do you say?
It's
10 to
not
1?
in the same
10 to
bracket.
1?
It's
Yeah?
not in the same
right,
bracket.
okay, so I've got one girl coming up to me, I can bat her off. Got a girlfriend, sorry. That might happen the whole holiday, one girl. That my girlfriend's going to have to go under about maybe 10 to 20 boys coming up to her while she's intoxicated in a fun environment, day in and day out. Hi, babe, what's your name? Oh, babe, let me get your number. Constantly. All it takes is one slip up. She's in the wrong place, wrong time. Too much booze. And then that's it. It's game over.
The girls are like, "Oh, go on." It's only. You're only going for a dance.
Yeah. You're only going for a dance. He wouldn't mind if you went for a dance.
Yeah, but the thing is, any girl to cave under that circumstance isn't the right person. Then
Well, there's like you got to understand.
I get what bro. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just playing devil's advocate here, right? So because I'm just trying to see it from a woman's perspective, what they will turn around and say is that if they had a voice right now, they're going to say, well, if you trust me enough, it doesn't matter how many guys come up to me because my attention is with you. And that's essentially what I want. Is I don't want a woman to be with me because she doesn't have any options. I want her to have options and still. Of
course,
that's what I want. I want her to know that there's guys that want her, but she goes, no, I'm with this geezer. I'm with this guy. That's what you want.
Yeah, of course.
Like, when you stop a girl from, I'm not saying you're going to stop her, but certain guys might say you're not doing this, you're not doing that. It becomes into a more of a controlling
thing, yeah.
Where like if you don't allow them to do that, then they're gonna want to do that anyway.
You're right, 100%.
You got to let them free sometimes.
I don't want to be the controlling boyfriend, but my girlfriend shouldn't even want to go to these places with me.
That's what I was gonna say. Like it depends. Like if she, what was we talking about? If she wants, sorry, I completely just lost it there. If she wants to go to, like, she shouldn't want to do certain things. Is what I was trying to say.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Well,
but you could say the same the other way around, boys. Like what you've got, just again, playing both. Hang on. What you've got to remember is, I know. Obviously, in terms of the environments, obviously some are worse than others. Yes, granted, right? But what you've also got to remember is, if someone's going to cheat on you, they're going to cheat on you. It does not matter where they are.
I agree.
That's what I'm saying.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay, hear me out.
pretty.
Hear me out. Pretty. Hear me out. Some of our best nights out
Yeah.
have just been us boys being fucking loud, drinking, getting fucked up. Do you reckon?
Look at Newcastle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen girls really go out and really have a good time. Really.
No, they don't.
They're like this.
Do what they're with us.
And then they go around their phone like that,
Yeah.
and they're waiting for it.
And then or they're on a geezer's table. They're never really having just fun, just the girls.
Yeah.
Girls are never having fun, just the girls on a night out. There's always men are in the mix, buying them drinks, doing a champagne spray. They're filming it. Look at us at a champagne spray. Sushi's coming over that the men have ordered and paid for. Us boys, it's true. Us boys, without say the girls are not with us, we're still having a fucking good time.
Yeah.
They never really look like they're having a good time unless men to some capacity are involved. And again, it goes back to that. If you're in Marbella and Ibiza, it's and you're a hot girl and you've got hot friends. It's very, very unlikely you're just going to keep yourself secluded to yourself in that bed. It's not happening. What reality do you live in?
I wouldn't mind my woman just chatting to a bloke though. Like, because I'd want to know that. Do you know what, bruv? Like, she's like Fort Knox.
Do you mean
like,
chatting to or get chatted up?
Both.
Yeah, both.
so
bro.
You can't control a man going up to a woman.
Yeah, so I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
And I'm saying no, but if she's entertaining the conversation, hold up, why are you involved doing that?
This is a conversation to have then, right? So hypothetical scenario,
Yeah.
you've got a missus, she's on holiday with her friends, she's with you, another one of the girls in the group has got a fella, 3 of them don't. 5 guys come approach them, they're interested in these girls, they're entertaining them, but then at the same time there's gonna be a conversation in there that's gonna involve your missus and one of these guys. Are you okay with that or not?
Yeah, bruv. If she's like, she should like, and then, do you know what? At the end of the day, if she cheats, she knows she ain't coming home to me, bruv. So
She'll never know.
It's as
You'll never know.
simple as that.
You'll never know.
I'll find
Okay,
out.
scenario.
So for me,
I've got a real life scenario.
Hang on.
I was just gonna say in that circumstance, look, women are not robots. They are gonna get approached, and we're not gonna get with a stinker. Let's be honest. We're gonna get with a woman that some other guys are gonna want. Let's be honest, right?
Facts.
We've all spoke to very
Of
good-looking
course.
girls. So I think personally, like, if a woman gets approached, I don't think necessarily she has to be an absolute prick and be rude.
Of course.
But like, if this guy's trying to speak to her, I expect her to say, "Look, I am with someone. Like, I don't know what you expect." I would expect her to like set the tone straight away.
away,
And
yeah.
if this guy is any incline of like any glimpse of like he's trying to flirt with her, trying to say anything at all, I would expect her to walk away or drop that conversation. But if this guy was just being normal and it was like a good
man.
conversation, I wouldn't kill her for it.
No, I know.
That's what I think personally. So
Boys,
they're
I've got to
not
say,
robots.
we have met I know I have, like, I'm sure you boys can say as well. We have met groups of girls on nights out and where we've been out and about, and girls had a boyfriend, and I've chatted to that girl for ages, and it's literally just been no flirting, just general conversation. You go, do you know what? She
I've
was
still
cushy.
flirted.
Do you know- obviously a little bit of
I've
flirting.
always flirted.
But she was cushy, and it was like, do you know what? If she didn't have a fella, but do you know what? She held it down. Do you know what I mean? Like, she weren't crossing that line. She weren't going to step over that red tape.
They do though.
They do.
I know they do.
Well, hear me out. Hear me out.
Boys, you can't generalise.
No, I'm not generalising, but this is the scenario, right? Say, for instance, her boyfriend was dark hair, dark skin, right? And you didn't tick the box of that caliber. So she's talking to you. She thinks you're a lovely guy, but you're not really her type. But now you look like one of us, and you've got £1 million in your bank account. You've got an AP in your wrist. That whole conversation could have gone a different way. Do
She
you know
wouldn't
what
be
I'm
my
saying?
bird then, would she?
No, I'm saying the girl on the night out of chat.
Oh, I see.
She go, oh, he's a lovely bloke. But what if the scenario was different? What if you ticked every box while you was talking to her?
Yeah,
and it made her question her relationship.
she'll be interested.
She'd be interested. Just because you had a nice conversation with a girl that had a boyfriend doesn't mean that she was completely loyal. Because if you was ticking all the boxes for her, she might not have been loyal. Do you know what I'm saying? Why would you let your woman have that opportunity to even like question the relationship? I don't like you said. Sorry, before you go any further, I have got a boyfriend. I'm sure you're a lovely guy, but that's me.
That's what I
Perfect.
respect, yeah.
Why does it have to go? There's no conversation to be had.
Yeah.
What is she going to gain from talking to this other guy? What does she need from him? Nothing. This is a transaction right now. She does not gain anything from talking to another man. That's not me. Me and her dad. There's no. What do you need?
Uncle.
No, not even then.
Not even then. Fuck your uncle.
Do you know how difficult? Do you know how difficult it's going to be to find a woman that does all of this? That actually puts.
The girl I'm talking to right now. I found two.
Yeah, but
I found two.
Yeah, I know, but
Who have you found?
Loads of them. They'll just fuck me off because I fuck about.
Yeah, that's mate. Cut the name out.
Yeah.
Perfect. The girl I'm talking to right now, exactly the same. They don't go clubbing. They don't have no interest in clubbing. Marbella is their worst nightmare. They want to be in bed by 11. They're up going to the gym in the morning. They do exist. I've found two in the last 9 months. They exist.
Set me it then. If you don't want it. Do a nice little referral.
No, but the
That's
point.
a nice microwave dinner.
The point is, it's not fair. I would be a prick if I took these girls on
Yeah,
knowing that my
course.
attention would not be on them. And do you know what? Sometimes I do sit there and go, oh damn, maybe I fucked that up, but I think I'm on a different path. And I feel like if I will kick myself more in 10 years' time if I'm not looking back at myself and going, right, I did exactly what I set out to do.
Yeah, of course.
Because if I slow down now while we're on the trajectory that we're on because of a bird, I'll never forgive myself for it. And it sounds really cringy, and people back up. The boys will understand. Thanos says the strongest wills take the
Greatest sacrifice.
requires the strongest wills. And it's true. I've had to sacrifice two really good girls because I'm thinking I don't think they slot into my lifestyle right now.
Yeah.
They don't. So I had to make the decision.
Yeah, but I don't know, bruv. I still think I know these girls tick a lot of boxes for you, right? And you're saying they tick this, that, and the other.
Clearly not the one.
I just think if they were that
that's it.
amazing,
Yeah.
you'd be like, do you know what? I'll find a way to make
Yeah.
a slot into my life. Trust me, mate. you will 100%. You'll meet someone. Right now, you're thinking from a pure logical perspective. When you're emotionally invested, and you go, do you know what? You do X, Y, and Z. You're a good girl, and you're so fucking sexy. Do you know what? I'm gonna make sure you slot into my life. That's what you will do. Trust me.
Oz, I can't wait for that to happen.
Yeah,
I actually can't. I'm looking forward to falling in love again. I actually am looking forward to it.
That's what I want, but I will not settle for anything. I'm 32, and like, I don't fear like social and traditional peer pressure. I don't fear it because a lot of people come to my age and think, "Fuck, you know, I'm single."
The lucky thing with you was, is you look young, you keep yourself young, you're fit, you're healthy.
Thank you.
Big Willie.
Well, it's a skinny Willie.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that. I'm glad. I thought you was gonna fuck it, then I was like, "Oh, don't say it." Thank
It's
God.
hench.
So like you will be able to have a younger bird. So your bird could be 5, 6, even up to probably like 7 years younger than you. Do you know what I mean?
What is this? What? I'm gonna that.
You're an idiot.
What's wrong with these guys?
Cut that out.
You're an idiot.
Bleep that out, Ash. Fucking hell.
What do you think he was going to say?
I'm waiting for 5, 6, 17. I thought you were saying that, and you're going with the fucking.
Let the geese to talk, bro. Fuck yeah, no, you lot are awful,
Isn't it,
bro.
boys? Horrible. Sorry about our friends. So you'll be able to have a younger girlfriend, mate. So it won't really matter for you because it ain't like you're going to get to 37, 38 and look 37, 38. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. And
So you'll be alright.
Oz, you can hit 36 and go out with a 22-year-old.
Yeah, look, that's
Well,
I mean,
What do you mean, well?
I wouldn't do that.
Do you know what?
Why not?
Do you know what's the only reason I
They're
wouldn't?
idiots. That's why.
Do you know what's the only reason I wouldn't? Do you know? No, but like, do you know?
Don't listen to Uncle
but,
Mace.
like, mate, do you know what it is? Do you know what I reckon the point he's trying to make?
Go on.
It's not that it's bad that you can get with a 22-year-old or it's frowned upon. Fuck that. No one cares about that.
no one cares.
The point
Yeah, it's
is,
not
9 times out of 10, when you speak to someone that age, they can't really give you much. They don't stimulate your mind. When I spoke to girls in their early 20s, bro, they do fuck all for me. I'll be honest. They might be fit. They might be very good looking. You might have like a fun conversation, but when the shit
There's
gets
nothing
tough,
there.
when it gets to the real like nitty gritty
Nitty-gritty.
of like talking about the real shit, they cave. They won't want to do it.
So
And that's
true.
what I felt like in this Ratley that I met recently is when I approached it a little bit differently to how I would do with every other girl. Normally, I'll just be my normal self, be a bit of a prick, cheeky, whatever it is, and that usually works for all of us. But this time around, because I liked her, I was being a little bit more,
Yourself.
bit more different in certain ways.
No, he won't be in himself. That's the. I know what you do. I do it. I'm
but
guilty of it.
Yeah, I was showing a bit more of a serious side, a bit more of a like, I'm interested in you, and she probably knew that because I liked her, she probably thought, well, this guy likes me, so I didn't give a fuck. And when it got to the real conversations of like me not telling her off, but like pulling her up on something, she didn't like it. So and I was like, well, it's maybe because you're a little bit too young, because you're
Can't take
you're
it
in
on
your
board.
early 20s, you can't take the criticism. You just want
It wasn't even criticism what you said. What did you say?
nothing. I was just
You
like,
said
look,
I run a CRB on you.
Yeah.
so this was the thing. That was one of the things that flagged up was she got the ump about me doing a CRB, and I thought the reason I'm telling you is because I feel comfortable with you first and foremost, and because realistically, if I'm doing that, it's because I actually like you. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes we ask boys like, "Who is this?" You never laugh, but if I'm actually doing a CRB, it's because I want to know what you've been up to. As a man, that's what we care about.
It's not that. You don't buy a car without doing a HPI check on it, do you?
I mean, look,
It's facts. You wouldn't. Why? Imagine you got a Cat D motor. You just pay fucking 40
Women
grand
don't
for.
care
You'd be pissed
about
off, wouldn't you?
Women don't give a fuck about what you've been up to realistically.
No.
Because again, if you were ready to provide her with absolutely everything, she don't give a fuck about your past. If a woman's sitting there with 100 bodies and she's prepared to give you everything, you'll be like, no, fuck that. Doesn't matter. So for us, it matters. Like, that's what women don't understand. If we do a CRB, it's because we care about your past. We want to know where you've been. Because what is the worst thing that you can find out for a CRB is if one of your pals have been there. If someone you know that has been there. That's one of the worst things I feel like you can find out.
The girls,
That
I don't
writes
think
it off
girls.
for me.
I don't think girls realize that. Like, as a man, you never, ever, ever want to bump into someone that you've been with in the past.
I've got a story with this.
Do you know what I'm saying? You just don't want to do it. Like, don't ever. Always said it to a girl if I'm actually start getting talking to. Like, don't ever introduce me to a man that you've slept with.
100%.
Ever let me shake a man's hand that you've
I'll
slept
strap
with.
them both right now.
Never, bruv.
It's
Never.
what-
Never.
I think I'm
never.
calling the date like a whole relationship off.
Yeah, never.
Yeah,
Don't
you
ever
don't,
do
you,
that.
don't, you don't want that.
And do you know what? Vice versa. Like, all right, sometimes, you know, depending where you go, but I don't actually think I would put my missus in that scenario whereby she is gonna like have to sit and physically talk to or like shake a girl's hand. I've been within the past. I would try to avoid that at all costs.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Like,
would try
if you bumped into someone,
really hard.
That happens to me all the time, mate.
I've got a mad story on this.
Go on then.
I went to a restaurant once and there was 3 girls in there.
Yeah.
I'd have left, bruv. I'd have left.
Couldn't. I had a reservation.
You're a whore. You're a whore.
Listen to this madness here, boys. This like strap yourselves in. This is a fucking crazy story. So, a long while ago, right? I met this girl near my ends. She's actually, I don't think lives far from here, boys. Yeah. Anyway, I met this girl when she was with her fella. He was there at the same time, right? They've gone into this like bar, shisha gaff, whatever the fuck it was at the time. They've gone inside. She's lingered outside, so I've ended up speaking to her, and I got the socials. I had her on Snapchat, I believe it was, yeah. Had her on there. Used to talk to her here and there, slide in. Obviously, Snapchat doesn't save anything, so got rid of it. She was with this guy. So a few years later, what?
Did you know she had the man that she was on a date with when you got the socials?
Yeah, she was, when I met her outside, out and about, outside this bar, she was with this guy she was with him, like holding hands, like together. So I've ended up chirping her while he's gone inside.
And she's give you her socials?
Yeah, I've got a social.
But he's unaware of this, right?
He hasn't got
Oh,
a clue.
right, okay, cool.
Mate, this ain't it. He ain't got a clue, yeah? So years later, this girl's gone to Ibiza and she's hit me up saying, I've broken up with my fella. So I was like, cool, like, she was doing a season there. So I've ended up going out there with my boys, and then met her out there, ended up shagging her, like spending a bit of time with her, all of this. So obviously come back, fizzled out, left it. It's been years after this point, right? Yeah, I ain't seen her for a fucking long time. I met a few friends and I met a friend of a friend and got friendly with this geezer. I ain't gonna say his name, but he was like, I'm having a birthday. Like, do you wanna like come with me to my birthday? He's like, but it's all a couples thing, by the way. So I don't know if you'd want to come. I was like, bro, I don't mind. Like, I'm social anyway. It doesn't matter. Ended up going to this rooftop bar, like me and my two pals are there with their missuses. He's like, yeah, my pal's just coming. So yeah, like he's a very nice guy. You'll like him. Who walks in? She walks in with the same geezer the same geezer all them years ago walks through. Walking towards the table, I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, she sat down right in front of me, her fella is there, all my pals are around me, and I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, and she's gone, you alright? And I've gone, yeah, good, you, like, how are you? And then he's looked, and I was like, yeah, how are you, brother? Like, nice to meet you, and just completely just
Played it off.
Oh, yeah, you had to. Well done.
Played it off, and then I'm just sitting there sweating, mate. Didn't know what to say. I've got my phone out, and I was like, bro, do you know that? Bro, you know that I popped that, yeah? And I've gone, oh, bro, have a look at this. And he's gone, he's gone like that. And everyone's looking at us, what's going on? I was like, bro, show the other geezers. And they're all looking at it, and we're like, it's gone dead silent. I feel like someone knew something, but didn't say anything in the end. We're just sitting there the whole evening. I'm just looking at it.
Anything happen?
I'm thinking, I've had your Mrs. Bean on my fucking forehead, I have.
Oh, fucking hell.
What are you doing if you find that your missus has done that? Like, what are you doing? Like,
Leave.
I don't know. They were broken up, but then again, like I'm in the same. Yeah. So they broke up. She's gone to Ibiza. I've met her out there. Ended up dropping. They've got back together years later, going on a random birthday, and she's in the same gaff. She's walked in. I could not believe it. Starstruck. I was just like, rah. I know what it looks like, bruv. Looks good.
is she hot?
Yeah, she's fit.
Do I know her?
Small little Ratley. I don't know.
You said she's local, innit? I know all the
I
Ratleys.
think she's like local, but I don't know.
Talking about that similar, right? Talking about CRB checks and what have you. What happened to us?
Yes. Me and Mason been through a little situation recently.
God, that was funny.
These fucking birds are doing my nuts.
Yeah, I know they are.
You be quiet, please. Thank you.
Yeah, me.
That worked.
That works, yeah. Sometimes you got to shout. Yeah, me and Mason had a run-in recently. I'll let you start because it was initially your thing, so you can start to explain it.
Do you know we've not actually spoke about the importance of having a good girlfriend and a bad girlfriend? We've just literally told stories.
I'll tell you what, do this and we'll go.
No, fuck it. This is better.
It's better.
Go on,
More fun.
I can't even know what happened there. Did you text me or ring me?
I
Anyway,
texted you
right,
and
so
called you.
backstory.
Beep that out.
Just so you know, any names we said throughout this podcast, you cut them out, please,
Please,
bruv.
mate.
Right, so anyway, I was talking to this bird a little while back. Started dating her, sleeping with her, and what have you. She was actually pretty cool. Like, it was very casual. We both knew what it was. It was chill. Still weren't on bad terms, really. Anyway, when I went to Ibiza, it ended there.
As all relationships do.
As it does.
When we went, anyway. So it ended when I went to Ibiza. Anyway, bearing in mind, she knows exactly who we are. The night I met her,
We was all there.
we was all there. We was all out. So she knows.
Watches the pod.
She watches the pods. Like,
Follows the pod.
yeah,
Follows the pod.
Yeah,
Follows
on
the pod.
socials and what have you. So like, she knows exactly. I mean, if you see one of us, you know straight away who we're associated with us for, right? So Oh, fucking hell. So, anyway, after we went to Ibiza, that was it. I didn't hear from her again for whatever reason. Fast forward to a few weeks ago, and then Oz just texted me out.
I came about basically saying, look, I started speaking to her, right? Not realising who I'm talking to because you don't follow her anymore. You don't follow each other.
Yeah.
I ain't got a
And
clue
Mason's
at
very
this point.
secret about his things as well. He doesn't like to share.
He does, and if you look at his phone, he'll be like, don't look. Doesn't like sharing. I like sharing, but anyway, long story short, I'm messaging this girl, and then in the end, she says to me, oh, by the way, I've got something to tell you. Just realised I used to speak to your friend. And I'm like, who? She's like, Mason. I'm like, oh shit, you are this girl. And I was like, straight away, I was like, listen, he's my brother. I can't have that. Can't do it. Straight away, sent it to Mason. And it's like, she must have known. So I've said to her, like, you must have known. She's like, no, I didn't know. I just clocked it tonight. And I'm thinking,
shit.
you definitely knew. You're not stupid. Like, girls are all over social media.
Oh, mate, they're detectives.
And
Absolute detectives.
I just aired it in the end, to be honest. Mason was like, it's all right, bro, I'll do it. But I was like, no, Mason will get pissed off if I do it. Deep down, he's testing me. He's testing me. I was like, I'm not doing it. Not sabotaging the pod. He was like, don't do it, bro. She's a good look. Yeah. He's like, don't worry about it. He's like, yeah.
She comes to the rallies with me.
Yeah.
You can't see ya.
She's proper. I was like, no, right.
Go send George flag in the window.
Fucking bastards, mate. Fuckers, mate. Fuckers.
Oh, fucking hell.
Fuck's sake,
Oh my
boys.
god, that's so funny.
Oh, fuck's
Long
sake.
story short, everyone knows, like,
Us
you're-
four.
you're
Not
exactly.
even that, but fucking
In general, they
birds are just crazy, man. I love women, but they are crazy to a point.
crazy
They
to a
think
point.
we're not going to talk, like, no matter what goes on, no matter what girl one of us is talking to, you do know her. Like, the boys will show, the boys will say her name. Like, the boys
We've
will
got a
talk about
Ratley
it.
at the moment, like playing.
Yeah.
I like her. She's lovely.
Which one? The one that you showed me?
Eastbourne Ratley.
Oh, you said fucking...
Shut your mouth, bruv.
Yeah.
Your old shitter girlfriend.
Bro, I pull fit birds.
Nah, you do alright, bruv. Good for
Yeah, you do, yeah.
Alright.
Secret shooter Merc.
They're all young and vulnerable, you can't.
Yeah, he is, isn't he? What about you, Merc? Tell us a fucked up story, go on.
Yeah, go on, boy.
Don't know if I've got any fucked up stories.
There you have.
Newcastle's one of them.
Oh, mate,
He had the run in with Dan, didn't he?
It never
about that
never
I
materialised.
had a run in with Dan.
Did
They both did. Do you know what he said to me? We need to take him out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he said this keeps happening with Dan. We need to take him out.
You're watching this, Dan. We're taking you out in Thailand.
Oh, yeah, fuck. He's
I
come
can't
finally.
believe we're going to spend
Yeah, that's a
fucking
really...
3 weeks together. Island hopping.
Yeah, so a lot of boys are missing on that trip, but yeah, we've got a solid crew going on that trip. Yeah, wow.
But yeah, bottom line with what we're saying is make sure you do your CRB. Don't worry about what these
Yeah.
girls.
Yeah.
But just don't go tell them like how I did. Otherwise, it might blow up in your
I think
face.
what the other side of the fence of what we wanted to talk about tonight as well, as you know, we like going off on a tangent, but
God,
like having a dickhead partner.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we've had mates who've had idiot girlfriends, we've had girls who've had idiot boyfriends, and it's like, don't fucking bring him around. Don't bring her around. Do you know what I mean? And then people know that as well. And then it feels like because they're with that person, you know, their loyalties depends on the individual. But a lot of people, they would tend to side with their partner and go, oh, I can't come see the boys now. I've got to see her. Do you know what I mean? I can't come see you boys tonight because I've got to be with my boyfriend or whatever. And we don't want him around us. Do you know what I mean? And we'll make it known, and vice versa the other side. If we don't like the girl, we'll make it known that, you know, we don't really like her very much. So then it puts everything in a bit of an awkward predicament because we want our boy there, we want our girl mate there, but they can't bring their partner. So you've got to have someone, as we were saying earlier, that properly connects with your group. Like, because if you don't, you'll end up almost unknowingly ostracizing yourself from the group because you can't bring your partner around your people because they're an idiot. Like, us boys, our banter is sometimes very close to the fire. Yeah, we do. Even with, like, you want to hear how we talk to each other. These boys are outing me out, calling me a racist in front of thousands of people.
Just for the record, as a brown man myself, I can say Mason's definitely not a racist.
In any way, shape, or form. But this is what they say in front of you lot. So can you imagine what we say when we're behind the camera, right? So, like, I know for starters, our banter is very, very strong, and like that's just I suppose our love communication, if you will, isn't it? It's a love language. So if we bring a girl around, like, I'd have to say to that girl, like, listen, like, they are going to take the piss out of you. Like, no matter what, no matter how perfect you think you might look, no matter how good, like, they are going to find something.
I wouldn't be as harsh as I would like to.
No, of course. But they will take the piss out of you. Yeah, they'll take the piss out of what you're wearing or what. Not in like
in a horrible way, but like...
Yeah, if you come out and you go, you're going to go out and get ready or what?
Yeah, something along them lines.
Yeah.
Very, very light banter.
Yeah.
I wouldn't ever be disrespectful to you, Bird.
No. But
God, you look like a piece of shit. I probably would say that, actually.
Probably would.
so, like, if I'd have to tear up and say, like, look, you know, their banter's really strong, so you're going to have to, you know, just give it back to them as much as they give it to you. Like, they're testing the water with you.
You need her to have a bit of a thick skin, to be honest.
If you give it back to the boys, they'll love you for it. If not, they'll go, fucking hell, bro, she's boring as fuck, or she ends up in tears or whatever. You're like, oh, now look.
Tears.
Do you know what I mean? So
Can't do tears.
you've got to make sure that your partner blends in with your group.
And if they don't ignore it. Don't ignore the signs, because
100%.
I feel like I've seen that growing up with a fair few people. They'll make certain problems that they see the red flags and they'll brush it under the carpet. It's like, just because you like them and you see a couple good green flags, you'll throw the other five under the carpet. You always got to weigh out the pros and cons. I promise you, a relationship is like a partnership. It's like a business partnership. I swear to God, it's exactly how you have to see it. Like a business. You got to look at the pros and cons of it. And if it's weighing up with one side more than the other, then you need to get rid of it personally, because the person you choose determines whether like you're going to succeed or not. Because if they'll hold you back, they will hold you back.
Yeah.
If we're with if we get with the wrong person right now, I guarantee you we'll either end up like leaving the pod, or it will just it'll break us up as friends, and we'll just end up leaving it, because the wrong person will do it, but the right person will excel you. So you need to find someone that will add value to your life, not just take it, and vice versa as well.
Yeah, 100%. You need to know your own worth as well. Like, you need to know what you bring to the table in a relationship. Like, stand on your own 2 feet and know that, do you know what? I can add this, this, and this to somebody's life. Know your flaws and know your faults, and say that, listen, I'm like this in certain ways. Sometimes I get like this. But know and be confident in yourself, especially as a man, boys, what you bring to the table. Do you know what I mean? And if there's a certain point in your life that you're working on currently, air that to him. But like, I'm not where I want to be right now, but I'm working my ass off to fucking get where I want to be. Or I know I do too much of this, I'm trying to cut it out, or I'm self-development, I'm trying to now read, I'm trying to better myself, I'm going to the gym, I've started a hobby, I'm starting a business. And if you've got a girl or a guy off the side of that then...
You're up, bro.
Where?
Well, I did it off the mic.
Yeah, go on.
If you've got a girl or a guy who then doesn't support what it is you want to be doing, and perhaps, like, to touch on what Ozzy said then, like, if you're busy starting a side business and as busy as we are trying to grow our network and make new friends and make new connections and what have you, this girl would have to understand, if she's coming into our life, that she is not going to see us as often as she would normally like. So if she's not okay with that, like, well, let's just end it here, because there's no point in going any further. So if you're in that zone, boys, obviously, girls as well, right? But talking to the boys right now, if you're in that zone, boys, of, you're leveling up in your life and you feel as though someone's going to potentially hold you back, cut that straight away, man.
One bit of advice I'd say to every boy in the early 20s, if I could go back in time, I would take this advice. Focus on the gym and focus on business only. Do not chase women. I would say start focusing on relationship in your later 20s. It's not even worth your time. Honestly, it really isn't. I did learn life lessons from that girl that I was with. But if I could go back in time right now, I do things so differently in regard. Like, I wouldn't change the parties and the fun that we all had and stuff. But Yaz, perfect example.
Yeah, shout out to them boys. Talking about them earlier.
What did I say last pod with Warren? That touches upon what you're saying. Yeah. I said I spent my 20s, like, don't get me wrong, I worked, but I wasn't building anything.
Yeah.
I worked and I was living paycheck to paycheck, living a good life, but I wasn't building anything for the future. And I was like, don't worry, my 20s are for that. 30s to 40s will be the right time to kind of find all of that. However, it's wrong. I think you got to spend your 20s. If you sacrifice your 20s, that decade, don't get me wrong, life's all about balance. Go have fun, do all of course.
Have your lads' holidays. They're very important as well.
That's
very important.
Good for the mind and soul, and that's how you grow as well. However, I think you do need to sacrifice in your 20s. Get yourself ready for your 30s, because trust me, time goes by, click of a finger, like how I am. I'm 32 and I'm saying in about 7 years I'm going to be 40. I'm not saying that I've failed, no way. Like, I'm doing very well. However, I could have still started a lot earlier. Yeah, a lot earlier I could have.
Do you know what?
That's the one bit of advice I would give.
To touch on
myself. Sorry, mate.
No, sorry. Like, to echo on what the boys have said there, as well as grinding, working hard, studying business, focus on the gym. Do you know what as well, boys? Learn a skill. Like an actual skill that you can transfer into making yourself money.
A skill that's going to be still relevant in 10 years, because a lot of the things happening right now with AI and the way the world is evolving, a lot of people are going to be out of jobs in the next fucking 10 to 20 years.
100%.
The world's changing quick. And when I was, I'll never forget when I sat down with Mason, it was a light bulb moment for both of us. And I was teaching him how to edit. I was like, brother, this is now a skill. You have a skill. Do you know how much people are charging for reels?
Yeah.
People are charging, I think it was, what did we see the other day?
£1,000.
£1,000 for seven reels.
That's insane.
I make 7 reels in a day with my eyes shut.
That's insane.
I
think
could.
all the content apart from long form, which you know our boy Ash, the 5th member of the Graftkings, does. Me and Yo do the editing. And Yo taught me all of that. I have to call Ash every now and again, but Yo taught me that stuff. Like that is now a skill.
Transferable.
100%.
Transferable skill to everything.
To anything else.
I don't feel for a very long time. AI will catch up. It will definitely catch up.
Yeah.
But there's certain things AI couldn't understand that I would need it to do right now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like certain bits. Do you know what I'm saying? Like we converse. So I reckon you've still got another 10, 15 years in editing.
Yeah. And that will like learning a skill will hopefully then transfer into whatever job it is that you do. Like I work for a SaaS business. I've worked up in the city for SaaS businesses for many, many years. And like the company that I work for now, they're essentially a marketing agency and what have you. And my skills enable me to be able to properly communicate with the marketing team, sit down, and I'm now able to hold a conversation with these people, knowing what they're talking about. And I'm also now learning so much from these people, and vice versa, right? You know, I might say, oh, have you looked at this? Have you looked at that? So hone in and learn a proper skill that you are able to transfer and to help making you money in the long term. And that's not just people skills, being able to sell yourself, being able to hold a conversation. And do you know what? If you find yourself in a room where you're not able to properly converse with the individuals in it about a certain topic, use that as a lesson to walk away from that conversation and go, fuck me, I need to brush up on what they're talking about.
Facts. And we all have jobs. Don't forget that. And I'd always say, if you're going to have a job in your 20s, make sure it's something that you can take something from it, like he just said. A transferable skill. Exactly what you just said. Sales, being able to talk to people. If you're an introvert and you need to be an extrovert to get to where you need to be, do something that's going to put you in them fucking situations where you need to learn how to converse with people.
Oh, yeah, talk about when you first started in your job and like how you fucking walk into a room full of people and you didn't know how to start a conversation.
Oh, right, yeah.
But now...
So, my job... touching it briefly, I do stupidly cold sales. So I have no warm leads. I literally have to find business from walking into a room in an office and chatting to someone, giving them my card, and then building a relationship like that. Or cold calling. That's how I get my business. I don't get business any other way. It's super cold. And it's an industry that's very hard to sell right now as well. Anyway, that's going off a tangent. But basically, I used to have to walk into a room, and as soon as the door opens, say you've got a room full of 20 people, this is pre-COVID, everyone's head would turn to you. How old was I? 24-year-old boy like that. And all these people staring at me. I was like, oh shit, I'm shitting myself. I'm gonna say, and I'm a fucking loud person. I'm very loud and I'm very confident. But that was very uncomfortable. Very uncomfortable. Going to a room, people, and you think they're judging you. Like, look at him, or why has he got that on? Or what is he stuttering? Or isn't we saying? Oh, look, you know what I'm saying? You think all these things, but doing that has made me a completely different human being. Putting myself in that was so uncomfortable. And now I did it today. I walked into a business in Essex, Billericay. Walked straight into a business. All these business owners looked at me, big watches on, all sat behind their computers there, and I was like straight up to them. Didn't give a shit because I don't give a fuck anymore. Yeah. But I've only learned that from putting
Comes
myself.
in time, that
Comes in time. So yeah, but now that skill I've got now forever. Like when we go to Dubai at the end of November, we're going to be in situations like that where you're going to be around people you don't know, and you're going to have to speak to them.
Maybe touch on that. Talk about Dubai boys.
When will this air? This will air probably after we're in Dubai.
Yeah, I don't even, yeah.
It's even worth talking about it.
Just tell them what people tell people what's going on. Because they might see footage by now, but they've already seen your story.
Right, so you might be watching this pre or before, pre or after, pre or post. So we had Warren, the mechanic, on the pod, as you guys know if you watch the pods, and he invited all of us to go out to Dubai to go and watch him fight Jack Fincham. And me and Merck were in a situation where we could actually take him up on the offer. It was a very, very last minute decision. We're taking my brother with us as well, who's probably going to feature on the channel on one of the episodes whilst we're out there. And I'm also going with one of my friends, Josh Short, as well. So we're actually going, 4 of us going out to Dubai.
Unfortunately, me and Oz have got work commitments. We just simply could not get fucking away.
I technically haven't got the holiday approved, but I'm going.
I'm muting all of their stories and everything. I don't want to see it. Anytime they talk about it in the group, I don't respond. I open it, blue ticket, just move on.
So yeah, we found ourselves in a situation. I said to myself, I haven't got any holiday left at work. I ran out of holiday in July. I said to myself, I can't afford not to go on this trip. I'm going to be in social circles that could potentially change the dynamic of the pod. We're going to be doing pods out there that could change the channel. And we're going to be in social circles that I would never get the opportunity to be in unless I took this opportunity. So there's another thing. Yeah, another thing you got to look at, guys, is Warren said it perfectly. Networking isn't cheap, and by any stretch, I'm stretching myself to do this trip. But I know it'll pay in dividends in time.
You're rich.
I have a job, mate. I'm not rich. Do you know what a job stands for?
You might. Oh yeah. What?
Just over broke.
Okay. Really?
It is. Yeah, it is. It doesn't really merc. No, it's a play on words, mate. It doesn't actually stand for that. Fuck me. But it is. You're just over broke because if you've got to work for someone and you're living paycheck to paycheck, you are kind of you're just over broke. You're not broke. You've got a house, mortgage, and stuff. But if you miss 2-3 paychecks, you're probably broke. So you're just over broke. That's what. Put that food for thought. Yeah. So, but by the way, like I said, I have a job, so I am still just over broke as well. So I'm not rich, Oz.
I feel like you are brave.
I'm not brave.
You might meet your missus out there, bro.
Who, me?
Yeah. There's a lot of blonde Rattleys out there.
Really? No, I'm looking forward to it. I've never been, and everyone keeps saying that you'll love it, so.
You will.
We can go try and find our new home for all of us boys.
Yeah, that's right.
What's the date today? It's October 24th, 2023. By October 2024, the same day, I want to be living in Dubai with you boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow.
I need to stop speaking. Not that I'm telling a lot of people, but I just want to stop having conversations about it and just fucking do it.
I don't tell anyone.
I tell everyone. I'm putting it into the universe. I'm telling fucking everyone.
I have said,
in here.
To be honest, it's true that I've been saying it for even before. Like we all got together. I was like, I'm kind of done with the UK. I don't have any commitments. I've not got a wife. I've not got a kid. I've got a business that I need to get rid of, maybe, and some overhead finances. But it's always kind of looked attractive to me to get out of here and go there. I know it sounds very cliche. A lot of people move there, but I do think life will be so much better.
We're moving for purpose.
Yeah, we're not moving just for
the fun of it.
Most people move for jobs. Yeah. We're not moving for a job. We're actually quitting our job, packing up our shit, and moving over there and making this work.
Yeah.
We're going for a completely different reason.
That's another reason why we can't actually get into a relationship at the moment, is because we don't plan on being in this country or in one place too long. So it's like, how does that fit into your lifestyle at the moment?
I'd love my wife, touching on what we said earlier, I think she will be anyway, but like, I'd love my wife to be, definitely not from my culture.
Not to be from your culture.
No way. I'd love my wife to be from a different upbringing, different culture.
You fucker. Back in 2012, he was like, just want white. Just white. But he's like, pull it out of the ball. What? No, your past is ethnic. No, get out of here. I don't want you.
Right, it's like when you go to the dentist and you shave the teeth.
I want Hollywood.
I would because their culture and their upbringing is just different, man, to the way it is.
I feel like you are very cultured, though, to be honest with you. That's combined from all the people that you're around.
Yeah, probably.
Moroccan, Turk. I mean, obviously, before we came into your life as well, you're around more. What did I say to you? Where was you out? And I was like, bro.
And I told you.
Yeah, I was like, you're so fucking cultured. Like, you was like in London somewhere, eating like ethnic food and smoking shit. I was like,
Road,
I was just like,
I was on Edgware Road. Yeah.
To be fair, all your friends are foreigners.
I know. All of them. Yeah. All my mates are foreigners. I was in Edgware Road. We went for Kurdish food.
Yeah, it's banging.
It was banging. Yeah, Kurdish food. It was lovely. Shout out Zan. Yeah, it was lovely. But I would. Again, boys, that's probably something to look out for as well. Is like I think it's very fucking important to look out for a girl, the way she's raised, man. That ain't everything. Do you know what I mean, boys? Like, I say that
you can't affect how you're raised.
Yeah, you can't. Like I say that tongue in cheek. Do you know what I mean? Like I come from split family. Oz comes from split parents. Like so, that don't always. That's not the be all and end all of everything. But like, definitely look at because that definitely affected me when I was that age. Fucking hell. Like if you ask my ex, then that was when it was all going on and I was going off the rails and what have you. So yeah, it definitely does. That can have an effect on your life, but don't let that be the be all and end all. But I would, look at a girl's background and her upbringing and her family life. Is she got a good relationship with her dad, her mum? Was she raised? Like, how was she raised, etc.? Because that will definitely have a massive part to play in the way that she thinks.
My dad used to say, if you're going to pick a woman, look at her mother first, and then and then pick her, because most likely 9 times out of 10 she will be exactly like her mother or have her mother's principles and morals. So it's very important that your missus, like, you do look at the mother and see where she's at. I think personally. And you know what? It's not even just that. Like, and this is no disrespect to my ex at all, because her family was lovely. However, it got to a point I used to look at their family and go, I'm going to integrate into the family if we are together, right? Can I introduce them to my family? Like, would it work? Does the dynamics work? And the answer was no. I was like, I don't think it works. So don't forget, like, the person you're picking, you're actually marrying the family as well.
Definitely.
You know what, bro?
You're marrying the family
right.
as well. You need to make sure, like, you get on with the family, because if you don't, then I've been in situations before, like, where a relationship's ended because her brothers didn't like me, etc., whatever. However, I'm just saying, you integrate into that family. You need to make sure that those relationships are A1 as well.
I think that's huge. You're so right. My ex-parents never met my parents the whole 3.5, 4 years we were together.
Really?
Not once.
Really? Mine, we used to go out for like dinner and that. It's banging.
No, my parents.
I love that. That's what
I'd
it's
love
about,
that. That's
isn't
what
it?
I want. I want that. I want that.
See,
You know, like I have all the boys around in my house.
Yeah.
I want that with the parents and my girlfriend.
yeah,
That's
for
what I
sure.
want.
See, do you know what's mad? I had that. However, I don't know what it was, but when I was around my ex's mum, I was like, this
hates
woman
you, innit?
this woman does not like me. There is something off. Like, there is, I
feel it.
I could just feel it.
Yeah,
I was like,
my ex's parents hate me, bro.
she used to make certain,
know why?
bro, she used to make certain remarks and say things, and I was just like,
Because you ain't white.
Because you ain't white, that's why.
Sorry.
like, I'm just saying, she used to make certain remarks, and I just feel like, you're saying that because you don't like me. I'm not fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And
Hate that.
Yeah,
Little innuendos.
My
Yeah.
ex's parents had good reason not to like me on face value. I just come off X on the beach and they saw the videos of what I was saying on the TV and stuff.
yeah, that's different though. You've maybe given them a reason
Yeah,
that they
yeah,
can
yeah.
stand on. I came from absolutely nothing, where this woman don't even know who I am, doesn't know nothing about me, and I came on pure respect because as a Turk, I know how to approach people's families. Like, I've got that culture in me, like with the Turkish delights, with my baklava, with my flowers. Like, I know.
It's called baklava.
baklava.
I thought it was baklava.
Nah, bro,
baklava.
that's how English people
That's
say
it,
it.
exactly.
Oh, okay.
We're saying
Baklava. Baklava.
baklava, yeah.
Baklava.
However, yeah, long story short, went over with all of that, but this is the first that I was like, there is something off here. She don't like me. And in the end, even when we went our separate ways, I messaged her to say, look, thank you for everything. I'm like, sorry it didn't work out.
True
Got it.
reply.
Like, my missus' parents, I want to be able to go around their house like happily, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
See, look, I'm unhappy.
100%. Cigar and a beer with an old man. But, yeah, 100%,
Yeah,
man.
that is what
You're going to hug
you
her mumsy, like, you want it to be, like,
Chop the
cushy.
mumsy.
Yeah.
Bro, that's what my mates were there. So I was smoking weed with her dad. It's banging.
Yeah,
bro.
literally, that's fucking sick.
So you had a cushy. Why'd you drag her on?
Huh? We grew apart, bro. This cunt's making me look like a prick, bro. We just grew apart. Like, that was the only reason.
Didn't she leave
fair.
you for a bodybuilder?
Yeah.
You're such a prick, Mars.
Fucking hell.
checked the page, I think I'm
Boys, as much as I can sit on this pod for 2 hours with you boys, we are over an hour.
Are we?
Yeah, well,
Way over an hour.
let's wrap it up with some statements. then.
Don't wife a shitter. Make sure you do your research.
Don't spend your 20s chasing women. Focus on the
100%.
gym, building your body, building a business, and set yourself up for your 30s. Anything
Don't
else?
ignore the red flags.
Focus on the skill, focus on yourself.
And if
Number
you're going to
one.
do a job, because we all have to do jobs to get that paper at the end of the day, to pay for our shit, make sure you're doing a job that actually has transferable skills that you can use later on in life.
100%. And if you cheat, make sure you do it behind the closed doors and don't get caught. What did you say to me last time?
He was struggling to get a reply back from a girl saying, talking about consistency and that, and I was like, at least I cheat and I'm still consistent. I'm cheating, I'm still replying.
I was like, bro, like,
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
being a bit long. It's like, bro, because I cheat and I'm still consistent. I was like, fair play to you.
Fucking hell.
Fair play.
I don't cheat, by the way. I'm not
Yeah, no, don't condone that.
I actually don't condone it. Do you know
don't
why I
condone
don't?
cheating
Because
too.
two reasons why I don't really condone it.
Well, I don't. I don't really.
Don't really.
Not really. It's because, like, I could easily just get a girlfriend right now and just chill with her.
Baklava.
What's the point? Baklava.
What is wrong with you?
What's the point? That's why I've stayed single so long. What is
Yeah.
the fucking point?
Yeah.
What is the point? I'm so happy doing.
But that's why women can't hate on us though, because we're so fucking transparent when it comes to these conversations we have with them. Like, if a girl spoke to me and wanted to know what my intentions are, I'm gonna be like, darling, like, I'm not interested.
Apart
Or,
from Merc.
I just want your-
Merc sells dreams.
Yeah, Merc does sell dreams.
Yeah, Merck's
but-
a dream seller.
What do you mean?
I we've had to see. Oh, I have ruined in this pod.
Bro, I got caught so bad the other day, didn't I?
Ow.
Yes.
doing
Oh
that?
my god. Do you remember that the other day?
What?
That was so bad.
Oh,
wasn't it?
bro.
Oh, what Murky getting
Fucking hell,
I
bro.
remember.
Bro,
Bro, have you put it on your private story?
Fucking
you prick?
blowing up his phone.
Oh, fucking.
That was bad. Ash, cut that out.
Keep that in. Keep that in.
No, that was bad though, wasn't it? Fucking hell.
Oh, well.
Yeah, but that is self-inflicted though, isn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Mate, you didn't cheat.
No, I didn't
No, it's
cheat.
only
I
fucking
wasn't-
bird.
I wasn't seeing
You met her
it.
once.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah, but that's not the point. He didn't manage expectations.
That's what we're talking about.
Dream
Yeah.
seller.
Every bird I talk to knows exactly where I'm at with everything. Knows exactly. I'm going Thailand with the boys. I'm having a fucking good time out there. I'm going to Dubai. I'm having a good time out there. I haven't got time for you. I don't really want a girlfriend. If you carry on talking to me, that's on you.
And you'd be very surprised, even having those honest conversations, how sometimes, or most of the times, girls are just okay with it.
Yeah, they're
anyway.
cool. They're so cool with it.
Yeah.
And if they're not, well, I don't care.
Yeah. See you later.
See you later. Goodbye.
Yeah.
Maybe the next life.
Yeah.
So I hope you've learned a lot from this pod tonight.
Before we close up, because we've got an internal. We can do another internal next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Should we just do internals for the rest of the fucking year?
No, we'll see what happens.
Well, we got Dubai.
We've got people on talks as well. There are some good names out there. People that are in discussion with us at the minute.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean anyone that we haven't already had discussions with, unless they're absolutely big time.
Yeah.
So I think we should just keep it internals.
Yeah.
It's fun, isn't it?
If you see guests look like that, I'm not going to say anything.
Yeah, that's it. Right. So one thing I want to make clear is, this is going to be out. It's the only shit thing about doing it so far in advance. I don't think it's going to make sense.
What?
By the time this airs, we'll have 3 fucking episodes of GKTV out.
Oh, okay. What is that? What you want to tell
You
now?
know what I'm saying? Like we're coming with speed now. Like this is it. Like
Yeah.
Do it on the story.
What do you mean?
What?
Just do it on Insta story. Let people know.
Yeah, could do that. It's not a bad idea.
Fair
Yeah,
If
that's
it is
good.
already out, guys, we have got a new channel out, Graftkings TV. We've been filming like fucking relentlessly to try and make this happen. Ash has been behind the fucking scenes, like making this all happen really for us, piecing it together. He's been guiding us, so fucking huge shout out to Ash. But we have been working tirelessly. Big shout out to Grace. Big shout out to all the girls that got involved with us. Everyone that's got involved with Graftkings TV. Like, we are trying to make the best content out there in a minute. And from what we can see, no one else is doing what we're doing. No one else is going out and having a laugh with people the way we are. Like, I think most people on social media now, the content they make, it's quite funny, but they just make themselves look like a bit of a dick most of the time. So if you haven't watched it yet, I hope you love it. Go and check out Graftkings TV. Let us know your thoughts.
Big shout out to us as well.
Yeah, fair play to us. We're coming with speed and efficiency, living on jobs. Like that's our income. That's what we're doing this off the back of our own income. No one's funding us yet.
Yeah.
Oh, we do it because we love it.
We do, and we're doing it to love it. We're doing it for any other reason. We're fucking loving this. Do you know how expensive this setup is?
Benny, bruv.
It's well expensive, but we don't care because like this is self-investment and we're enjoying every second of
Yeah.
it. But we're coming to take over, just so everyone knows. Like I'm not fucking playing
Coming to
about.
compete. We're coming
We're
to
not,
take
we're
over.
not coming to take part. I'm coming here to take over. But
I think what I love about everything you see, like you watch all these fucking people on Instagram. They do these videos of walking up to people, shaking hands. That's all set up. People, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That's all set up. Everything you see when they're talking, like we're not gonna call people out, but when you see people rizzing up girls, when you see guys fucking going up to people and hugging them in the streets and they're getting them reactions and going up to girls and handing them flat, that's all set up.
And we didn't know this until we got into the industry. Now we're in the industry, we know what's going on.
We know these people, spoke to them, met the girls, they're like, yeah, it's all fixed. We're like, what? It looks so real, a lot of it. Now once you've sort of know that it's fake, you'll spot it a mile away. You'll be like, oh yeah, that reaction's bullshit. There is no fake shit. There is no setup. The girls that come on Graftkings, we didn't know them. We never met them before. It's not like we're pals with them and then we can have a little flirt. It's all just raw footage, everything you see and know. So, yeah.
I'm not laughing because...
Yeah, I'm chatting shit. He's laughing because...
I'm a degenerate.
Thank you. So that's how we will always stick. And I think that's kind of why we want to stick to the internals a little bit now as well. We feel we went a little bit off tangent with guests. And don't get it wrong.
We love every guest.
We love every guest. And and it's been an honour to have you on. But we feel like we went a little bit off why we started this original podcast. And we look back at our original pods and was like, we feel like we've just gone a little bit off the beaten path. So we want to bring it back for you guys to show that everything we do is 100% fucking real.
Yeah, and for you. That's why we don't... Remember, the reason why we started this was to inspire young men. So we need to go back to that, go back to our roots.
Yeah.
We'll like the perfect example of this, I know we're going to have tangents. Having Warren was a perfect addition to the pod. That was a perfect alignment, a perfect guest for the pod.
Yeah. That aligns with everything that we stand for.
Exactly.
That we advocate.
So also another thing we're going to do is if the right situation arises, we might bring one of our boys on the pod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to bring my brother on the pod in Dubai. Shit like that. We're going to do more of that. We're going to make this more of a homely feel. Like
Yeah.
we want everything to be more internal. I felt like Warren, I know it was showcasing him, but it was one of the boys internal pod.
Yeah,
and that's
100%.
what we're going to try and claw it back to. Don't get me wrong. We're still going to go up and down the country and try and find other guests if we want to have them on the pod, fly to different countries and do all that kind of good stuff. But it's going to be more Graftkings Podcast going forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, amen.
That's what we missed doing, didn't we?
Yeah, we love-
And
banging.
like Warren shows it, the comments, the people that are reaching out to us.
Yeah.
Like it came back almost overnight.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
like that's what
It's not-
you guys want to see. So like
It's not even just the people comment on his stuff. It's the way he went about it as well.
Yeah.
He was very involved in it, like he was like a sixth
Like it was his-
member.
yeah,
He was
yeah.
like, oh, we could do this, we could do that. His editor, like this, that, and the other. Like that's how
what we
you
want.
knew that he's aligning with everything that
We're doing a
stand
part
for.
2 of Warren out in Dubai as well. That's confirmed. I'm doing it.
Fuck you, man.
100%.
Sure. So guys, hope you love it. Hope this pod shows that we're sort of bringing it back to our roots, if you will. If you haven't checked out GKTV yet, please go and check it out. Let us know your thoughts. Everything will be below the video. But until then, guys, please just keep subscribing because it is allowing us to up the levels of the production that we create, up the levels of the GKTV that we're going to do, up the levels of traveling to meet these inspiring people and then put them in front of you, on your fucking
Por
screen.
favor.
So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button.
Leave a comment in the comment section.
And we'll see you in the next.
Peace.